Welcome, guys, to the podcast for this week. So go ahead, guys, introduce yourselves. We're down one man this week, so.
What is up? It's your boy G-Shove007 back again, and I'm looking forward for this week's podcast.
And then.
I'm J1.
Yeah, there he is. He actually got it.
Glazed donuts.
All right, that's an inside joke between me and Jay. All right, so we're going to go ahead. For Yu-Gi-Oh! This week, wasn't too much big of a news, so we're just going to talk about Soul Charge and how broken this card really is, especially for Light Swans to me. Light Swans abuse this card to hell to me. I've seen a lot of Light Swans.
It's actually good in pretty much any deck that spams monsters or like monsters graveyard.
Is there any deck that it'd be bad in, really?
Honestly, not really.
Not real. I can't really think of one, but that's because Soul Charge is so freaking busted. And yes, you cannot attack, but it allows you to set up your next turn with a big ass board. You can pretty much spam XYZs. You can pretty much go into
it's ridiculous. You could just get out.
Yeah, it's really
you get out things to stop them from doing anything basically next turn.
Well, yeah. Also, that's really good for like Evil Swarms, especially to get Ophion out, because we all know how much people love Ophion.
Exactly.
Also great for like some of the other decks. Windups can be used to get back Rat. You can use Rat, get back a Windup, go for like a rank 3 or a rank 4. I mean, summon back Inzectors to use their effects. I mean, even with just summoning Mortifiers, you can just pretty much go crazy with them.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Then
it's just ridiculous.
Harkuris can abuse the life out of it by going ahead. You can just resummon your monsters and then make another Bure or another Rado, and then just pull off your Nickens from there. So
does the card work on all types of monsters?
Yes, except for the ones that have specific summoning conditions, like I think Dark Armor Dragon and JD and stuff like that.
Like, will it work on fusions? You know?
Yes, it works on types of monsters. But you don't want to get back XYZ monsters because they're pretty much useless.
Yeah, it's useless to do that.
Well, they're good for, like, that would be good to get, like, Synchros back out, though.
Synchros, getting back out. Being able to get back out a Blade or freaking Bure.
Or a Stardust, even.
You know, it'd be hilarious.
It has to be Synchro Summon in order for you to use this effect with full man or whatever. I don't know if it's wrong, but I can see a lot of decks using this card. And I can see this card.
It'll be a really funny thing.
One, or probably getting banned because of how broken it is. But I also think it's better than 3 or 4 in stats.
Alright. So what's up with you, Jay?
Oh, well, you know, I saw this tech build today, and I was just thinking, this card, Gale Dugdra, I think, you basically pay like 3,000, and you get to send like anything from your extra deck to the grave, and then you use, so like if you do that, send a couple of Synchros, then you use like Soul Charge, and then use that one card, I forget what it's called, it basically switches you and your opponent's life points. Do you realize how ridiculous that would be?
Oh my god.
I mean, you gotta call like what type the card on the top of your deck is, right? But that should be pretty, you know. You have a 1 in 3 chance.
You could really stack the deck on that. You could try to.
You could like destroy people with that.
I mean, you could just put like all just normal monsters in there. It's like normal, no matter what, I am right.
That would be crazy though.
I might make a deck on that.
Reason why cards like Elemental Heroes Stratos are banned because get back Stratos. You're gonna search for a Bubble Man. Boom, Blade Armor. Boom, attack. Well, I can't really do that because Soul Charge is
But why hurt heroes, you know? Because why hurt heroes? I mean, think about it this way. Yeah, you can do some crazy stuff if they have Stratos with heroes, but you can do even crazier stuff with other decks.
Yeah, and what was that deck, Ghouls? That there was a card that basically has the exact same effect as Stratos, only for a different deck.
It's the Telenites. Oh god, those guys really benefit from Soul Charge. Let's get it out. But yeah, it's the Telenite didn't have. That's his name.
It's the same effect as Stratos, only just called a different card, and just for the Stellanites.
Yeah.
So that's why I believe Stratos should be back in play. Oh god, I'm still fell.
I miss
The reason why Stratos is banned in the first place is because of the way RBTK that's been happening. And the guy Nash does one of that.
Alright.
I'm kind of glad that Stratos is gone, but heroes aren't all their
I'm not.
I relied on Stratos in my real life deck, and now I had to make a entirely new deck.
See, because you know, I don't spend like super huge amounts on my cards in real life.
Yeah.
And Stratos was like one of the few cards I had actually, because I couldn't get freaking 3 E-calls. But a friend gave me a Stratos. Now that I don't have Stratos, it's a lot harder for me.
Yeah. Well,
it's mostly for people who play heroes or decks or hero.
There's always Duelist Kingdom rules. I was the best at Duelist Kingdom rules, just saying.
Still have 3
Duelist
JD
Kingdom
Dragons.
rules are the best.
We still have 3 JD Dragons. That's all there is to me.
God, JDs. Alright, well, that's our basic thoughts on Soul Charge here. I think it's a broken code through hell and high water. Needs to be banned immediately. But, yeah.
Unban Stratos.
Unban Stratos. Hashtag unban Stratos. Let's get that trending. Yeah. G Shadow, what do you think of Soul Charge and your final verdict?
Soul Charge, overall, I dare say it's better than Monster Reborn in an aspect. Because while Monster Reborn, yeah, it's broken, you can get it back monster free. And while Soul Charge got paid, you can get 5 monsters on the field, and you can pretty much go into a variety of XYZs. Or a save pro.
Because done it this way.
I think Soul is better.
Like, yeah, you might be losing life points, but you can get back multiple monsters, and this is Yu-Gi-Oh, okay? You can have 100 life points and still destroy someone with like 8,000 in one turn.
Well, yeah. Think that Soul Charge itself could even just be broken. Think about my God Code deck. Think about how I'm going to be...
There are ways to stop it. Saw Warning can stop it. Torrential monsters you just summon, wasting your 5,000 or 4,000 life points. Bottomless Trap Hole, because of the way it's pronounced in the Bottomless Trap, you can pretty much banish all those monsters your play just got brought back.
Well, not for my God Code.
Only banished as 1.
No, it banishes 2. Satan rolling as a rescue rep.
Banishes 2. I thought it just 1.
Yeah, the rescue rep. Someone goes for rescue rep. It gets out their shit. You can bottom this pole. That's the rolling.
Alright. And Jay, same question to you as well. Or do you think the code's broken?
What?
Do you think Soul Charge is
Yeah,
broken?
it's definitely broken.
Alright.
It's not even gone up price yet.
I mean, they banned Stratos to supposedly stop, OTKs and stuff, but they bring back the most OTK card ever.
Yeah.
Or they bring it, they make one.
Yeah.
I'd speak.
Alright, I guess that's it for this part of that. Now we're going to go into the comic portion. And there wasn't a lot of comics in the past 2 weeks, but there was some. Let's go ahead and talk about the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer. And I'm going to go ahead and lead this off because I have a big beef with so far the trailer. All right, I don't have a problem with Chris Pratt. I don't know anything about the woman, so I won't judge anything off that. Dave Bautista, I don't like, but I'll give him a chance. Vin Diesel as Groot. All right, if he doesn't speak that, if he doesn't, accordingly, he's supposed to only have one line, so I don't care. And then the Rocket Raccoon is where I have my beef. It looks shitty, and the Bradley Cooper's voice is one of the worst things I have ever heard for a Rocket Raccoon.
Like, also, have you seen, like, in the trailer, you know, when, like, the one speaking line he basically has, you know, in the trailers, Rocket Raccoon, how weird it looks when he speaks?
Yeah,
CGI for you.
I don't know. I don't.
I know, it could be done way better. It looks like just so awkward the way he looks when he's trying to speak.
Yeah, definitely. And it even goes like, I mean, you even brought up the Deadpool movie. If a Deadpool movie comes out, Marvel basically saying Ryan Reynolds will still be Deadpool.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if they're not going to show face, you know, like, or, well, this is for Deadpool, because they're probably not going to, like, show his face, you know, going to make him wear a mask. Why not get, like, the voice actor that does all the parts? Like, for Rocket Raccoon, why not get, like, you know, the voice actor from, like, UMVC3?
Because that was a good Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah, like, I think, is that, like, one of the only Rocket Raccoons, like, in really, I think, anything that's, like, actually speaking, right?
Yeah. Rocket Raccoon usually talks
So-
because he's always that, like, quirky, like, you're like, oh my god, Rocket Raccoon actually just did this type thing. Because everyone just thinks he's a raccoon, they're going to kick his ass, but then he's got, like, everything in his arsenal. From traps to everything.
Because, you know,
Stuff get back. Well, kinds of crap.
Yeah, I think the Guardians of the Galaxy... Now, don't get me wrong, the Guardians of the Galaxy movie will be good, but I do have some doubts on it already.
I mean,
True.
I think, you know, for the most part, just gotta, you know, trust their judgment.
Yeah.
They make good movies, like, I can count, like, a few movies that are bad, you know?
Yeah.
And even though they're bad, you know, they're still tolerable to watch, I guess.
I mean,
Like,
just the
Hulk
most recent...
movies were pretty bad.
Yeah.
And I think, like, the first Thor, that's about all, really.
I will beg to differ on...
And Spider-Man 3, can't forget that. Yeah.
I beg to differ on you there. I will say Iron Man 2 was garbage. I really hated Iron Man 2 from Iron Man.
I liked Iron Man 2.
Well, but I mean, the Guardians of the Galaxy looks good. I still don't know. I don't like Dave Bautista, which, by the way, if you guys watch wrestling, he said whoever watches comic book movies should basically just stop with living, and he's in a comic book movie.
Oh, the irony. Just another reason
He's
why
not going to go and watch himself because he doesn't want to, you know, stop living.
But that's life. All right, let's go ahead. And you said the key word here is trusting in the judgment earlier, Jay. And I think a lot of people are going to have to trust in DC's judgment for Batman versus Superman. And now it's got an official title, Dawn of Justice, which people are already upset about the title of Dawn of Justice. So, basically, the whole reason people are upset is basically people liked Man of Steel 1, and they're already putting Batman in there, and a lot of Supermans are really upset because they're pretty sure Superman's going to get his ass kicked to Batman. Because he's Batman.
Well, I mean, at first, you know, Superman's probably going to win.
Yeah. I think I trust in DC. I like DC over Marvel. I think DC... I like the more gritty characters that will push over the edge. And I like the Justice League movie. I don't like some choices, but I don't like the Gal Gallica as Wonder Woman. God no. But Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor is a great choice in my opinion. You've got to be cocky and just kind of cocky, and you think you're the best in the world. And we've seen him do that in The Social Network. I enjoyed that movie. I thought it was really well done.
Is he gonna be bald? 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know.
DC will make him bald. I'm pretty sure DC had full aware of, yeah, you're gonna have to cut your hair to get this role.
Because, you know.
Yeah, I have no
I hope-
doubt in my mind that he will go bald. And if he doesn't, I will bitch, because that's so asinine for DC to even think
I
about that.
hope for, like, once, though, they actually do, like, Lex Luthor's power suit, you know, in a movie.
Yeah.
Instead of just making, you know, because he has a power suit and stuff, and that's what he uses to fight Superman.
Oh, God.
But, like, they don't show it in movies.
There are robots. God, we have robots. Oh, God.
Yeah, I heard.
Ghouls, can you speak for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys both. Yep, there are robots.
Oh, God.
That's the kind of stuff we go through for a podcast. You know what, guys? Instead of doing the payback preview, we're gonna go ahead and probably not do that, because I'll give you guys the basic review of it next week on the podcast, so we can go ahead and talk about it, or you might just get a different video overall. We'll go ahead and skip the payback thing, because I just don't. I mean, it's just payback. I really don't care, honestly, that much.
Honestly, no one's gonna care for me.
I know I don't care about it.
Yep, there are robots being had right now. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about the gamings now. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about the Gears of War development devs says making a sequel is about managing betrayal, and I want to get you guys' thoughts on what do you guys think this means? Is there going to be an entire basic overhaul of the franchise? What do you think is going to happen?
I think what it probably means